anything? No, I'm kidding.
Coach, I know you look at these through a little bit of a different lens as an extension of training camp. How did you feel your group did in the regards of the principles you're examining?
I think they did a pretty good job of doing the things that we asked them to do, the style of play. Obviously, there's some small pieces that we're going to have to continue to clean up. 20 turnovers for 27 points. We've got to do a better job there. And it's similar to the last game, give Miami credit in the way they were attacking the basket. Putting them on the line 34 times is not what we want to. That was 38 in the last time we played them. So we've got to do a better job of defending without fouling.
How do you feel like your team maybe settled down some in the second quarter, especially Franz got going there?
I thought they did a great job settling. Again, part of that first quarter stretch was the turnovers as well as the fouling. So once we settled that down, I think they had 14 free throws essentially in the first quarter alone. And then once we stopped fouling, we did a much better job of being able to contain the basketball. And we were able to get out on the break a little bit more to create some easy baskets.
It's still preseason, and obviously, you're missing some guys, they're missing some guys. But what have you seen through these 3 games that you like, that has kind of carried over offensively, that has given this team a little bit of a spark on that end?
The unselfishness. I think that the play that does it for me was the end of the game. Could have just been done, and these guys just continue to play. Lester makes the one more extra pass to the corner for Alex for a corner 3. And that just says what this group is about, and that's what we've talked about when the spacing is right, the quick decisions. Coach Joe showed that pregame about being able to make that one more pass, to trust the pass, and the open man is the right man.
This happened in a previous preseason game, but Jace comes out that second half and hits 2 threes like that. Just what does it say about him for him to, I know you've talked about it before, forgetting that first half, but just as a rookie, what does that mean to you?
Maturity. I mean, he possesses that about as a young guy, he already possesses that. But he studies the game. He's asking the right questions. He puts in the work. That says a lot about him, that he's able to just bounce back off of it. No matter how the first half goes, he just comes out and realizes in his mind the score is 0-0, and he hasn't taken a shot and hasn't done anything. He just continues to play.
You've highlighted the turnovers in a couple of these games now. What needs to change with the turnovers? Is it just a matter of just tightening things up, or is it just kind of some preseason experimenting gone a little bit wrong, or just kind of getting a feel for what they can do in this offense? Or how do you kind of start reining that in a little bit as you get closer to the regular season?
I think it's a combination of things. You talk about the unselfish play, so guys are trying to make the pass, and I think that's a great thing. And now we've just got to find the outlets and the windows in the right places for them to be. But you also don't want guys turning down shots. And so a lot of times when you turn down a shot, you now drive into a crowd, and now it doesn't keep the same rhythm, same flow within your offense. But they're trying to do the right thing. And I think a couple of them were on post entries where we had an advantage over the top. Now it's just about getting the right footwork for the seal, and then these guys being able to make that entry pass. So those are the fundamentals that we'll continue to work on.
What has stood out to you about Jet Howard's play tonight, and then maybe the first through the preseason?
Just solid. I think that he came in the game and we talked about it. He gives up a 3-point play, but then after he settled down, he got himself into a rhythm. Was trying to make the right play, the right passes, just continue to play the way in which we're asking each one of these guys to play. To make the simple read, to trust your teammate, to defend at a high level, be in the right position. But he's doing that, and the more consistent he gets with that, the better he'll be.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Okay, we'll be back with.